road to the big house. Mississippi Public Broadcasting and the Mississippi High School Activities Association present the MHSAA Cellular South Basketball Championships, sponsored by Cellular South.
And welcome back to the big house, everybody. It doesn't get any better than this. Provine, Forest Hill.
It's going to be a crazy and wonderful, wild game.
I'm Gene Edwards, and this is Kim Salter next to me. And earlier, I got a chance to thank Russ, and I thanked Elizabeth, and I thanked Cheyenne, and I even thanked the stats guy, but I didn't thank you. What a wonderful job you've done.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much, and you too. It's always a pleasure.
I especially wanted to thank the stats guy, too, because he's done a great job.
It's very helpful.
And all the guys in the truck have done a great job, too. And let's go back now to Russ.
Thank you very much, Gene. And Cheyenne Trussell joins me now. And Cheyenne, this is an all-Jackson affair tonight, but all the states looking at it because all the teams that we're going to play in this game tonight aren't here because Forest Hill and Provine are.
They are two number 2 seeds, and that means they knocked off number 1. These two teams know each other very well. They played each other early in the season with Forest Hill winning 65-60. But don't look for the pace that normally you would see out of Jackson Public Schools up and down the floor. They can do it.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You're talking about they're going to be setting up and playing defense tonight.
Yeah, remember now, on Forest Hill roster, there's no seniors. You're going to see a lot of disciplined, controlled passing for tonight.
Wow. All right, you look at the Forest Hill Rebels. They come in 26-10. Provine is 24-9. And as you said, they played each other. They know each other. They're both here in the same city. And so it should be a game that shouldn't surprise them, but it may surprise people around the state.
Right. It will be a good game. These teams are less than 10 miles apart, and a lot of these kids been playing AAU ball and been around each other throughout their careers. Now, remember, Provine been here to the final championship game the last 4 years. They've won 2 of them, and they hope for another one tonight, but Forest Hill might have a say-so in there.
All right, we'll be back with the starting lineups of today's game. Let's go to Kim Salter right now.
Chancellor for University of Mississippi is here to tell us a little bit about what's going on his campus right now. I understand great things are happening.
These are very exciting times at Ole Miss. The word that you hear on campus most often now is the word momentum. For 11 years now, we've had steadily increasing enrollments. Our National Merit Scholars are up to 43 this year, which ranks us in about the top 30 of universities in America. $265 million worth of construction in the last 10 years. It's an exciting time to be at Ole Miss.
I understand there's some awards, great things happening in terms of the coaches as well. Can you fill us in?
Well, we've done very well athletically in the last year as well. Of course, our basketball team tied for the Western Division Conference Championship in the SEC. Our brand new head basketball coach was named the SEC Coach of the Year. Our baseball team is playing now and ranked in the top 20. Our tennis team is playing and ranked in the top 10 in America. So, again, lots of excitement.
Well, we thank you very much for your time and for the good information about the school. Good luck to you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. And we're just moments away from the starting lineup as Provine getting ready to take on Forest Hill. And the Forest Hill Rebels will be in dark blue tonight, trimmed in white. Provine will be in white, trimmed in red. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for Forest Hill. It is Andre Stringer, Terrence Bennett, Joshua Moore, Kalen Partey, and Terrell Kennedy. For Provine, Kenny Thomas, Demoria Summers, Andre Pittsford, Scotty Harrelson, and Emery Kelly. So there's your starting 5. And we'll be back for the toss-up of the first ball, and we'll be back to play basketball in a moment.
If you're interested in law enforcement, think about a career with the Mississippi Highway Patrol. Officers of the Mississippi Highway Patrol enforce rules of the road, conduct criminal investigations, and handle other important assignments. Recruitment of qualified men and women is underway now. At MHP, training's top-notch and pay and benefits are better than ever. To learn more, call the Mississippi Highway Patrol.
For more information, call the Highway Patrol's recruitment office at 601-933-2135.
Kid who may be an engineer, a doctor. We should be working on what this kid can become. Anything he wants to become. But we have to show him how to become it. Now we understand.
America's favorite father visits Greenwood, Mississippi.
Hey, that's right. You're the one with the money, right?
Bill Cosby, Family Call Out, an encore presentation, April 12th at 8 p.m. on MPB.
Welcome back to the big house. Russ Robinson along with Cheyenne Trussell. It's been a great 2.5 days of basketball. It ends and winds up here tonight with the 5A state championship game. And let me just say, before the ball game is over, Cheyenne, and what a wonderful pleasure it's been working with you on these ball games. You bring so much to the broadcast, and you work hard to get your homework done. And you know what a lot of folks don't realize is you've got all these notes down that make me sound good. So I mean, I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you carrying me along.
It's been a fun ride, and what a job the folks at Mississippi Public Broadcasting have done putting this game. The camera angles everybody's talking about the camera work, and these are our people, Cheyenne. We didn't hire out for these. These are our Mississippi people.
And they have done a great job getting every angle shot. Give you a little tidbit. If you remember about 3 years ago, Mr. Basketball from Mississippi was Charlie White. He started his career at Forest Hill, then transferred to Provine. Well, as a young man to run the point guard for Provine this year, that started his career at Forest Hill and began to play the second semester with Provine. So it's a little tension behind the scenes. The coaches may not mention it, but hey, this is a rivalry.
All right. Well, there is a good look there at the Forest Hill Rebels. They really feel like they deserve to be here.
And they do. They're a very disciplined team. I watched them play against Starkville.
Yeah.
Starkville was the #1 seed. They take their time. Now, they can run and they can shoot, but watch for a lot of good, sharp, crisp passes from Forest Hill.
Who's the standout player for both teams? If you had to pick one player that you said might be a game changer, who would that be?
For Provine, it's going to be number 30, Danny Does and Scotty Harrison. He's going to take plenty shots early and often, and many of them will be from NBA range. On Forest Hill side, believe it or not, the offense is going to be controlled by Andre Stringer, which is a freshman. He's a true freshman.
Wow, what a big shoes for him to be in. As they are announcing the starting lineup for Forest Hill. Again, it's Summers, Pitchford, Harrelson, Funchess, and Kelly for the Rams. It'll be Bennett, Stringer, Moore, Purdy, and Kennedy for Forest Hill. And we're just moments away from the tip-off. Don't forget, we'll be selecting a Cellular South player of the game and a Cellular South play of the game coming up right after the ball game. And, you know, while we're tipping our hat to everybody, Cheyenne, I mean, just a real tip of the hat to the folks at Cellular South. Not only did they step up to the plate to air these ball games, but with their game plan that they've come out with, what a shot in the arm that is to the kids in this state.
Oh, it's a great game plan, one of the best I've ever heard. They go around the state, they prep the kids in terms of ACT prep or SAT or
and rules and regs. I mean, there's so many of them.
Clearinghouses. Do a great job.
So a tip of the hat to Cellular South, and thanks for making these broadcasts possible. Well, they're announcing Provine now. You know, Provine is no stranger to this game either, Cheyenne. They've been here, seems like 20 times in a row.
It seems like it. Coach Luther Riley's in his 7th year, and they've been to the Big House 5 times. They've been to the Final Four. On the other side, Coach Clayton Norton is in his 5th year, and he's looking for his first championship.
All right, be sure to stay tuned after tonight's game of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Championship, and be sure to check out Elvis Lives, the 25th anniversary. That's tonight on MPB immediately following the conclusion of tonight's championship games. Been wondering where Elvis was. He's at MPB. If anybody can capture him, they can.
Coach Norton and the coaches that I've spoken with said that Forest Hill has definitely gotten better. Of course, both have, but Forest Hill, I think Wingfield, talking to Coach Herman, they beat them 4 times, but the first time was by 30, then by 16, then by 8, and then barely by 2 the last time. So
they've lost 10 ball games.
They have.
That really doesn't mean anything here tonight, does it?
Not at all. Not at all. Once again, I don't think there's 2 teams that could be more familiar with each other than these 2.
All right, Emory will be jumping it up for Provine, and the tip controlled by Emory. And we're ready to go. Provine with the basketball to start things off. Pitchford gives right side to Harrelson. Emory will take the shot from the free throw line. It's altered somewhat, but Provine on the rebound. Here's Harrelson for 3 off the iron. And Forest Hill brings it down in the person of Terrell Kennedy. Here's the playmaking guard, Andre Stringer. Stringer just kind of pushes his way off, takes a shot off the glass.
And I won't try to say this too much, but a true freshman.
Back the other way now, and that is Harrelson, takes it straight to the hole.
Look for Harrison to touch the ball probably 60% of the time. He's the go-through guy for Provine.
And I can understand that. Here are the Rebels now. Andre Stringer. And a foul going to be called on Andre Pitchford. That'll be his first, team first. And so the Rebels will play it on the side. Terrence Bennett will trigger it in for the Rebels.
Look for Forest Hill to try to keep the pace even.
Not like, they want to get away from runs and spurts.
Right, they do not want to run up and down the court.
Rebels with the basketball. Little spin move in the paint. Shot blocked. Terrell Kennedy trying to take the shot in the paint, and it's blocked by Harrelson with authority.
Yeah, a good block, a little join.
Here's the replay. Get that thing out of here. I don't want it. It's my neighborhood. Rebels will inbound it. Inbounds pass comes in. They'll go baseline, and Provine steals the basketball, but they step out of bounds with it. Coming up with the steal is Demorius Summers, and he can't hang on to it and steps out of bounds with it.
You'll see Provine play a lot of man. That's what they do best.
Up in your face man. Inbounds pass comes to Terrence Bennett. Bennett driving on Harrelson, hangs, shoots, drops it in. Forest Hill leading 4-2 now. Provine coming back the other way, and there's a whistle and a foul. A blocking foul going to be assessed to Joshua Moore. That's his first. And the first team foul. And so the Rams will play it in underneath their own goal. Harrelson will inbound it and does. Pitchford back in the corner to Summers. Now back to Pitchford, top of the key, back to Summers. Thought about the three, thought better of it.
Forest Hill going to play a lot of that 1-3-1 zone.
Here's Harrelson, wants the baseline, has the baseline, scores on the baseline. Boy, he is tough. 4-4. And Stringer with the basketball, picked up there by Pitchford. Rolls the ball, actually. And the shot put up in the paint and a whistle and a foul call. A jump ball call. Did you see that?
I did not. That was a quick.
Well, good. MPB did. Yep. Well, they're going to call that the jump ball. Interesting. Shot on the way is blocked. Picked up by the Rams. Harrelson running for the Rams. They'll pull up for a three. Won't go. Rebound. No good. Forest Hill on the rebound. And Stringer now will bring it up for the Rebels. Stringer backing away to the center circle. Picked up by Pitchford. Starts right, comes left. And a whistle and a foul. No, a 5-second violation. What a quick whistle, wasn't it?
Yeah, you have a running count and a standing count.
So now, Pitchford to bring it up the floor for the Rams. Tied at 4 here in the first quarter. Summers with the basketball. In the corner, Harrelson. Harrelson back out to Summers. His shot from the top of the key. It's good. Summers with a three ball. 7-4 Provine. Forest Hill got to be very, very calm. And here's the drive, and a foul going to be called on Summers. Now, that's one thing that they can try to do, Cheyenne, is they can try to get Provine in foul trouble here.
And they will. And Forest Hill is so patient. Coach Norton said, hey, if we get up a lead, I'm going to take the air out the ball, mean try to steal stall.
Here's the jump shot from the corner. It is no good. Joshua Moore took it, but it goes off the back of the backboard, and it'll be Ram basketball. 7-4. Rams lead it.
Coach Luther Riley was very complimentary of the team, saying how they had matured over the season.
And he would know.
Yes.
He's had some very mature teams. This ball got away from him, and the Rams will play it on the side. 7-4, Rams lead it. And they'll inbound it now to Andre Pitchford, who'll be looking at 2 Rebels. They'll go underneath, and the ball knocked out of the air and saved by the Rams. Harrelson's turnaround, no. Rebound, Forest Hill. Terrell Kennedy with the rebound. And here comes Justin Stringer. Andre Stringer had the ball knocked out of his hand. Lays it off the glass. Unbelievable. Andre Stringer with a shot and a foul. Let's go look at the rebound. I look at the replay. He just leans in, takes the shot, and a free throw coming up. Catch all the excitement of the Cellular South Bailey Howell Trophy presentation live right here on MPB Monday, March the 26th at 7. See who the best college basketball player in Mississippi is live from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. For more information, log on to mpbonline.org. Shot missed, picked up by the Rebels. Tied at 7. And the Rebels are bringing up. Rebels with the basketball. They go to the right side. Kennedy, little spin move. Boy, he's a big young man.
A good passer.
Stringer draws a crowd. Inside it goes. Shot is up and a foul call. And that one's going to go to Funchess. That time, Forest Hill very patient about running the offense as we look at the replay here. And Funchess on the foul.
At the line, Forest Hill, Caleb
Partee will go to the free throw line. First one on the way, off the back of the iron, no good.
Just like all the other coaches that I've spoken to, free throws is what they stress.
We've seen some games lost in here this past couple of days on missed free throws. Second shot by Partee is good. And there's a timeout on the floor with your score. 8-7 Forest Hill. We'll take a timeout with them. Be back in a moment.
Mississippi Public Broadcasting's coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament is made possible in part by Catering by George's. Serving Central Mississippi for over 50 years, Catering by George's experienced staff can design, prepare, and serve the meal you want. Located at Reservoir Point in Madison, Catering by George's is a full-service facility overlooking the reservoir. Thanks, Catering by George's, for supporting coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament and Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
The MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament is made possible through support by Cellular South, a proud sponsor of the Cellular South Game Plan, helping to prepare Mississippi high school athletes meet the challenges of college academics. A sponsor of the Cellular South Outstanding Players Awards, recognizing the state's top collegiate athletes through the Connerly Trophy for football, the Howell Trophy for basketball, and the Ferris Trophy for baseball. Cellular South, promoting excellence in Mississippi athletics.
Welcome back to the big house. Russ Robinson along with Cheyenne Trussell, and it is an 8-7 ball game. Forest Hill leads it by 1 with 3:41 right now. Cheyenne, they've done all the things to give them that lead.
They have. You know, Coach Norton for Forest Hill said that we got to stop the outside shooting. And I don't know exactly how they're going to do that, but
does a net sound good? Here is a shot by Harrelson. He's as good as you said he was. He's as good as everybody says he is.
And he said you can't stop him. Hope they can contain him, but they also want to make sure that Demarius Summers don't get going.
Stringer now will bring the basketball up for the Rebels. Rebels down by a bucket. Partee stops at the free throw line. Flips the ball left side to Jasper Bronson, who's in the ball game now for the Forest Hill Rebels. Partee on the elbow, drives the paint, takes it up amongst trees, misses the shot, and the rebound pulled down by Harrelson. Harrelson off to Pitchford, to Summers, to Pitchford, to Harrelson. Harrelson fakes the three. Wants to go inside. And Provine will come back out and reset it up. Pass on the right side to Pittsford. Here's the drive. He'll hang, he'll shoot, and a foul going to be called. That'll be Terrell Kennedy.
Provine showing some patience.
Yeah, I mean, they took it straight in after setting it up. Let's take a look at it. There is the foul. Ooh, right there on the head. And Pittsford will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Hits the first one. He'll get another. 11-8 Provine. 2:28 to go in the first quarter of play. We'll be selecting a Cellular South player of the game at the end of this ball game. Free throw good by Pittsford. He now has 2 points in the game. And it's a 4-point lead as equals the biggest of the night for the Rams. And they'll come with somewhat pressure on the basketball here. In the corner it goes. They want to try to find Stringer if they can. And they do. Stringer picked up there by Summers. Lost the ball, and Summers, here comes a high percentage shot. Joel lays it up and in. I thought he might jam that one home. That was even a higher percentage shot. 14-8, and the Rams come up with the basketball. Off and running. Pittsford, Summers. Harrelson for three. Off of the iron. No good. Rebound. Put back up and in by Stephon Smith.
Yeah, Coach Norton could not be satisfied with the Provine getting as many offensive rebounds. If they were offensive rebound, that's a second chance shot. They can't win it like that.
Well, the Rebels called timeout with 1:38 to go in the first, and this is the biggest lead of the night for the Rams. They had to call the timeout. They were starting to get into the running game with Provine, and you don't want to do that.
Cannot. And that's one thing Coach Norton talked about is to slow the pace of the game.
All right, let's take a timeout. 16-8 Provine. Back in a moment.
Mom, the future's here. The future's here.
Good evening. At 9:17 this morning, the future arrived years earlier than predicted. The future. What is it?
High-speed internet, faster downloads.
It's a video mail.
I mean, until the aliens get here, I'm happy with the, with the high def.
The future helps us better understand the past.
Documentaries on demand, so forth.
On July 15th, 2003, 17-year-old Taylor Hooton took his own life in his own room as a result of depression he had experienced following the abuse of anabolic steroids.
And don't sacrifice years of your life for 1 year or 2 years of athletic gain.
Welcome back, 16-8. Provine leads it here at the Big House. Russ Robinson along with Cheyenne Trussell. There's the steal by Summers. And Summers very quickly to the hole will lay it up. And that gives them an 8-point lead.
Well, that was one of the things Coach Riley says. We need to contain their point guards. And right now they're doing a pretty good job of it.
There's the inbounds pass. They want to try to get it in Stringer's hands. Stringer dumps it off. Back over to Terrence Bennett. Bennett back over to Stringer. Stringer, you said he's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Shot for three on the way is good. Joshua Moore with a three ball, and that'll get you back in the ball game. Here's Pittsford now, right side to Summers, back to Pittsford. Rams on the attack. Rams moving it around left to right. Pittsford right down the middle. Shot put up. Nope, won't go. Rebound up. Nope, won't go. And the rebound. Scramble for the basketball. Forest Hill comes down with it somehow. Can you say they're letting them play? Stringer for three. Won't go. And nothing but Rams on the rebound. He probably pulled the trigger before the Rebels had a chance to get in place.
He tried, but Coach Norton, I think, a little upset over that. He wanted to kind of slow it down.
Clay Norton, the head coach for the Rebels, has done an outstanding job getting this team here. 126, lost 10 on the year, did the Rebels. And Provine going to go for one shot here. Rebels not coming out after him. And they're just taking their time, and it will set the play in motion with less than 10 seconds to play. 9 seconds. 5 seconds to go. 3 seconds. And that is not very good clock management right there.
No, not from your point guard. You should have that clock running in your head. I'm sure Coach Riley is not pleased with that.
All right, let's go to Kim Salter. Kim.
Thank you, Russ. Johnny Mims is the executive director of the Mississippi Coaches Association. Did I get that right? Okay. And you've got a big event coming up pretty soon here, and it involves All-Stars. Can you tell us how that works?
Yeah, what we did, we came in last week and we picked All-Star. We picked the 12 best players out of the state of Mississippi, girls and boys, and we'll be going to Birmingham, Alabama, leave the 20th and play it on Friday night, which is the 23rd. So we'll play Alabama's best. So it's quite a rivalry, and we're looking forward to it.
About how long have you been doing that?
Doug Fowler was the executive director. He retired, I think, 4 years ago, and so I'm going into my 5th year right now. So. And
from what I understand, the players don't yet know who they are?
No, we kind of keep it quiet right now. We don't want to mess anybody up, so they will be releasing the names from in tomorrow's paper, so they'll be coming.
Okay, well, you heard it here. Be looking in the paper tomorrow for those All-Star names. Russ?
Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. And it is 16-11. Well, let's take a look at the replay here. Nice shot for 3 by Joshua Moore. But Cheyenne, not a very good use of the clock by Provine on that last 15 seconds.
No, and you expect your point guard to know that. That was a mistake, and I'm sure it probably won't happen again.
So now, Provine on the attack. This is Pittsford. Pittsford over to Harrelson. Harrelson back to Pittsford. He's going to drive, gives to Harrelson. Harrelson, right side to Summers. Summers on the drive, backs away. Bounce pass back over to Pittsford, and they'll reset the offense. Inside it goes. Harrelson loose for a 3. No. And the rebound picked up by Joshua Moore. Just underway here in the second quarter. And it's a 16-11 Provine lead, and Forest Hill with a basketball.
I think you're going to see them being a little bit more patient.
Forest Hill on the attack. Nice ball movement. Shot put up, blocked. Blocked on the play by Stephon Smith. Harrelson, ooh, my goodness, there's a charge. Mississippi Public Broadcasting wishes to thank Penn's Restaurant and Catering, Catering by George's, and Hamill's Home Cooking for their support and bringing you live coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Championships. Here's the replay. Is that, ooh, you think you'll wait till tomorrow to feel that one? How about now?
Now.
Stringer will bring it up for the Rebels. Tossers right side to Joshua Moore. They want to go inside. They do to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Stringer. Stringer to the hole for 2. Boy, he's got that floater down, doesn't he?
He does. He doesn't mind taking it inside.
Andre Stringer with 6 points here in the first half. And Forest Hill back within 3. Rams with the basketball. Here's the drive. Summers will pull up and take the shot. He got it from the baseline. Boy, that's a good-looking shot there. Summers now with 7 of the 18 points the Rams have.
This is the pace that Forest Hill wants.
Well, they figured they might start missing some of those shots. Here's the shot underneath by.
Remember, we talked about they were good passers. As a matter of fact, Coach Riley from Provine said Forest Hill, they have great passers and great thinkers.
Joshua Moore on the baseline for 2. 18-15. Provine again by 3. Here's the drive by Pittsford, a whistle. And we have a foul called on the floor.
Foul is on Forest Hill. 12, Joshua Moore.
That will be the third team foul and the second on Joshua Moore. Funches checks back in the ball game now for the Rams. Thomas Funches started the ball game. And let's take a look at the replay here. Nice basket there, back to live action, and there's Pittsburgh. 20-15. It just seems like when Forest Hill gets close, the Rams answer. And they keep them at bay with a 5-point lead. Stringer with the basketball, picked up by Summers. Gives left side to Terrence Bennett. Here's the lean-in shot. It's up, no good. Everybody trying to tip it back up, but the Rams come down with it. Here's Summers, wants the baseline, has the baseline, scores on the baseline. 22-15, the Rams open up the lead.
And that's what Coach Riley wanted with transition baskets.
Stringer, the jump shot. No, it will not go. Harrelson on the rebound. Harrelson pulls up for three. Oh, my goodness. And Coach Norton says, I need to talk. 25-15, Rams by 10 with 4:52 to go in the first half. We'll take a break and be back.
Mississippi Public Broadcasting's coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South Basketball Tournament is made possible in part by Penn's Restaurants and Catering. Since 1967, Penn's Restaurants and Catering have served Mississippi pond-raised catfish, prepared hot and fresh, on-site for groups of 50 to 5,000. With 14 locations in central Mississippi, Penn's Restaurants and Catering is more than a restaurant, it's a tradition. Thanks, Penn's Restaurant and Catering, for supporting coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament and Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
Can you give me the definition, please?
Repeat it.
May I have the definition?
And a definition, please.
Could you please repeat the word?
Endostracum. ENDOSTRACUM. Endostracum.
Have you been to Washington before?
No.
Have a good time.
Catch the excitement of the 2007 State Spelling Bee live March 20th at 7 p.m. on Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
Welcome back. Mississippi Public Broadcasting's coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament is made possible in part by Comcast. There have been 4 lead changes, 3 ties in this ball game for Provine.
Because even though Forest Hill is down 10, they still have to be patient and slowly work their way back into this game.
Here's the pass on the left side. Boy, they're really getting up in their face, are the Rams. Look like they've kind of gone to a zone. Here's Kennedy on the baseline, draws a crowd, has the ball knocked out of his hand, gets it back. Had it knocked out of his hands again. Boy, they're collapsing. Shot on the way is up. No, won't go. Rebound knocked away, picked up by the Rams. They just can't get anything to go down right now. Rams with the basket. Harrelson for 3. Won't go. He must have the green light.
He has the green light from anywhere on the court. I don't think he could take a bad shot, according to Coach Riley.
Andre Stringer. Here's the give and go. The Rams knock the basketball down and come up with it.
Good pressure defense, and right now Forest Hill just a little out of sync.
Harrelson in the corner. Summers will back away. And now will pull the trigger for 3 himself, and he'll hit it. This one may get ugly. Here's Stringer, biggest lead of the night. Ball knocked down by the Rams. Jump ball call. And it'll be Forest Hill basketball. Let's take a look at it. Stringer lost his control and actually kicked the basketball. There's Luther Riley, the head coach of the Rams. Boy, what a success story he's been. This year after year, getting this team here.
High expectation. Stringer
comes back to the basketball. Stringer kind of playing out of control, and another jump ball, and Stringer, here's a shot for 3, won't go. Harrelson rebound, and a whistle and a foul call.
Right now, Provine has Forest Hill out of their game. Yeah. They're going to have to slow it down, and that's what Coach Clayton was concerned about. He said was just not to get caught up in the adrenaline, but work at a slower pace. That's what we do best. Remember that Forest Hill beat Provine early in the year 65-60, but they played their game.
Where was that game, by the way? That's what I want to know. Here are the Rams on the attack now. Pitchford trying to go inside and does to Harrelson. Harrelson on the baseline. Wants the baseline, and a blocking foul going to be charged to Forest Hill. You know, it was a year ago that Madison Central was in this ball game. And here's the replay by Harrelson, and he's fouled there.
Yeah. Coach Jeff Heat of Madison Central had a good game plan last year, and they didn't allow Provine to get going.
Yep.
But these guys, a year later, they've matured. They're focused.
Well, the three-pointer up no good and knocked out of bounds by Stephon Smith. This is a big, big Provine team. I mean, big. Sometimes I have to just shake my head and remind myself these young men are in high school.
They are. Number 33 just come in the game. Emery Kelly, I guess he started, but he's a sophomore. He's the nephew of the legend Machine Gun Kelly that played at Texas Southern.
Really?
And I think supposedly Machine Gun is in presence tonight.
Here's the shot put up the back of the backboard. And it goes over the backboard, and Stringer will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Andre Stringer with 6 points tonight. The foul is on Thomas Funchess. That's his second. 16 foul on Provine. So the next one's going to send the Rebels to the free throw line. Andre Stringer, a freshman. But you got to be a good basketball player to play in this group as a freshman.
Exactly, and I think they're trying to get him rattled, even though he's matured a lot across the season. That's a lot of pressure coming in.
You just don't realize, Cheyenne, the difference between a freshman and a sophomore as he hits that one. Just in maturity level.
Exactly. Here's the 14, 15-year-old.
28-17. Rams lead it. 2:40 to go in the half.
Two teammates at one time guarding each other.
Here's Summers. And there is a blocking foul. Going to be assessed. That one will go to Bennett. That's his first. And let's see him. Yeah, he wasn't set. And bounce pass comes to the Rams. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Little shake and bake move by Pittsford, and he'll come back out and reset the offense now. Pittsford, top of the key. Pulls up, takes one, won't go. And good blocking out by the Rebels that time. They need to get on the scoreboard here. Rebels on the attack. And they're looking for and will find Terrence Bennett. Pass goes inside. Kennedy up off the glass, and it's no good, but he'll go to the free throw line.
They were patient that time, running their motion offense and allowed to get the ball into Kennedy.
By the way, that game you're talking about, as we look at the replay there, that game we were talking about, Forest Hill beat Provine on November the 28th at Forest Hill. As if that makes it a...
And my understanding is Kennedy is one of their best free throw shooters.
He probably gets enough opportunity. He got the first one. He'll take a second one here. And got it. Well, that's as good as a hoop if you're the Rebel fans out there.
And that's what they got to do, is slowly get back into this game. They can't run up and down the court with Provine.
Provine has just got athleticism up and down the roster.
And experience.
Here is the bucket inside by Stephon Moore. Excuse me, Stephon Smith. And Smith with his second bucket of the night. Here's the drive, the shot on the paint, up and good, and a foul called as Joshua Moore picks up his 7-pointer. We'll go to the free throw line. Let's take a look at it. Here's the drive. Moore knew he was going to get hammered on the play and got the bucket. And the first foul on Stephon Smith. Joshua Moore will be shooting one. And nope, won't go. Rebound, Rams. Boy, Stephon Smith, good looking athlete for Provine. 30-21, 9-point lead for the Rams. Here's the drive in the paint. Shot up, no good. Turnaround shot on the way is no good. And the rebound comes down to Terrence Bennett. Bennett bounce pass to Stringer. Less than a minute to play in the first half. Well, you'd feel a whole lot better if you could get a 3 or a 2 here about going into the locker room, wouldn't you? Here's the pass in. Oh, what a nice play by Kennedy, right in the paint for 2. Terrell Kennedy now with 4 points, and it's a 30-23 ball game. Let's see what the Rams do here right before the half. Pitchford backing away, wants to drive and had it taken away. 22 seconds to go in the half.
They're trying to front Harrison, make sure he doesn't get the ball.
Well, they're spreading that defense out now with 10 seconds to go. Summers trying to use that elbow to get position, will pull up for 3. Will not go. Rebels, a long desperation heave, and it's off the glass, no good. We will go into the locker room with Provine leading 30-23. Let's go to Kim Salter. Kim.
Can you talk on camera real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Just quickly, I know this is your 5th time here in a row, is that right?
Yes.
How do
All
you
right, let's
keep your
go to
guys
Kim.
focused
Kim?
for that?
I don't know the secret, but, we just work hard, I guess, and just stay consistent in our hard work. And luckily, we're able to get down here every year.
Well, congratulations for that. Good luck to you, Coach. Thank you. Russ.
Thank you, Kim. 30-23 at the half. Jackson, the Provine Rams lead it. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment.
I decline to accept the end of man. It is easy enough to say that man is immortal simply because he will endure. I refuse to accept this, not because he alone among creatures has an inexhaustible voice, but because he has a soul. I believe that man will not merely endure, he will prevail.
Right now in this country, there are nearly 750,000 children under the age of 5 waiting for their deployed parents to come home. When parents are deployed, it explores the courage of these military families as they support their children. When a parent is deployed, the entire family is deployed. A situation that requires equal parts of courage and sacrifice. Join me, Cuba Gooding Jr., for When Parents Are Deployed, from the folks who make Sesame Street.
April 9th at 9:30 on MPB.
We are so excited about our relationship between the Lions.
That's right. We are excited about it, not because it's just a great television show, but also what it can mean for child care centers and for the state's 4- and 5-year-olds. It's a great curriculum that we're using in the daycare centers.
And can you talk a little bit about what a fellow named Jim Barksdale has done?
Well, Jim, his wife Donna, Claiborne Barksdale, and the Barksdale Reading Institute have helped us make this a reality, not just for the kids in Mississippi, but for the kids across the country, because without the Barksdale Reading Institute support, frankly, Between the Lions probably would not be on the air.
And in a nutshell, what happens with the show once it goes into one of those reading centers?
What we do is we take the content, we kind of put it into smaller pieces, and then we help children learn to read by, talking about stories about the short A sound and songs about the short A sounds and a lot of things that have to do with phonemic awareness. And it's a tool to help teachers really drive home to children some of the basics of reading skills at a very early age.
When you go back more than 30 years to where ETV started out, with educational television programs, we've certainly changed.
We have changed, and yet at the same time, we've remained the same at the core, which is trying to use media to create educational opportunities for children across the state.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, first of all, you may not recognize these gorgeous ladies standing around me because usually they're dressed a little differently. Congratulate the 5A champions, the Lady Murrah Mustangs. Congratulations. First of all, they did a great job. I just want to make a comment, though. Tell me a little bit about what happened. It was a little bit out of the ordinary day for you all.
Yes, it was. We came up here in limousines because our coach, she wants to come in first class. So we came, everybody looked nice. We got our dresses, as you can see, and we just came out to play tonight and got the victory.
Congratulations on that, and you do look nice. Were you kind of surprised that she wanted to do that for you?
Oh, not at all. She always wanted us to act like ladies, dress nice, keep your shirt tail tucked in. You know, we just trying to look nice for the Coliseum.
There you go. And you're also our scholar athlete, is that right?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Congratulations on that. Okay, the Lady Mustangs. Here we go, Gene. It's back to you.
Orion Watson's here from Cellular South, one of our great partners. We're going to take a look at a story about the game plan, but it really is a big event, isn't it?
Hey, it sure is. Actually, you know, it's going to help out a lot of our student athletes here in the state of Mississippi. And, you know, Mississippi has a lot of talent here, and we definitely want to see our student athletes move on and play at the next level.
We thank you for your partnership in this great event. Take a look. Here's the game plan.
In our state, we have seen over the past few years in the football arena, some of our top athletes not be able to qualify for college. And that is a waste of not only athletic talent, but academic potential. And if we can get these very talented people into our universities, they will come back. They will go to college, maybe produce on the athletic fields, but certainly will be in a better position to contribute to the economic development of our state post-college.
To remedy this situation, Cellular South Game Plan was created to help propel these student athletes into higher education through workshops and many other secondary tools.
Yes, right there. Good job.
I'm able to come in and discuss the ACT preparation, Carnegie units, the various subject areas that children need to, and courses that they need to take to be successful and become eligible for NCAA clearinghouse guidelines, state guidelines, and IHL guidelines.
Well, we have a website that will be continuously updated so that, that athletes, their parents, school administrators, guidance counselors can go there and keep up with the ever-changing rules that are part of the NCAA requirement process.
I think it's an excellent program in the fact that it's making kids, if they don't understand all the rules, at least they're aware of the rules, and then maybe it can help their parents to guide the kids where they need to go and what they need to do.
Yeah, I had a couple offers, but you know what I'm saying, first thing they asked me is, how your grades looking, so can't do nothing without them grades.
And many times they think that kids feel that just on the athletic ability alone they can go into a college or a university. And they've been, I guess, misled because you must have a quality education even to become a quality citizen. And I think this step that they're making here, Cellular South, I think it's a giant step.
It's great to be able to partner with Cellular South and help the students of Mississippi get to the right place for them and find that college sports experience. So for them to find that college sports experience and do what they dream is going to be so special.
Carla Kirkland is the coordinator for Game Plan for Cellular South. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell me, how does it work? What happens when you go into a school and what do you do?
Okay. What I do is I go in and I make a presentation to the students on the Cellular South Game Plan, which was designed to inform students about academic requirements to play sports at the next level.
And this is really something that's setting the benchmark for the rest of the country, isn't it?
It is. This is the first that we know about, certainly in the state of Mississippi and also in the country. Several things are being done through AAU, but this is the first that we know about where a company has the mind and the heart of the child in mind, and they want to see the children qualify at the next level to play college sports.
I know that there are so many young people who have great high school careers, and then for some reason the grades just aren't there to make it to the next step when they could.
That's correct. And a lot of times it's lack of information. So that's why our president, Hugh Mina, with Cellular South, it came to his mind to do something like this so that parents will know and youth will know what they need to do to play sports at the next level and about becoming qualified with the NCAA Initial Eligibility Clearinghouse and what grades they need, what assessment exam scores they need. So it's about informing the public.
How do you find out more?
go to www.cellularsouthgameplan.com. We have a website set up that has much information that can be helpful to the youth, parents, anyone involved in the educational system.
Carla, thanks very much, and thanks
you.
to Cellular South. Thanks to the MHSAA. Back to the game in a minute.
Who is the best basketball player in Mississippi? Find out March 26th at 7 p.m. Mississippi Public Broadcasting presents the 2007 Cellular South Howell Trophy presentation live from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum. Past winners, player profiles, and season reviews of a fantastic year in Magnolia State basketball. The 2007 Cellular South Howell Trophy presentation, live March 26th at 7 p.m. on MPB.
Mississippi Public Broadcasting's coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament is made possible in part by Hamill's Home Cookin'. Hamill's, providing catering, buffet, and carry-out dining since 1977, and voted Mississippi's favorite down-home restaurant. Located at 480 Magnolia Street in Madison, Mississippi, Hamill's Home Cookin' comes from generations of Southern cooks. Thanks, Hamill's Restaurant, for supporting coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament and Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
Welcome back. Russ Robinson along with Cheyenne Trussell, 30-23 Provine. And if both teams are shooting 42 and 44% from the floor and around 35% from the free throw line, why is the game 7 points for Provine?
The offensive rebounds.
There you go. And here are the look at the stats. And there's your point. Offensive rebounds, 1 for Forest Hill, 5 for Provine. Turnover is not really much of a factor except the Rebels turning it over more. And the three-point shots, a lot of folks putting shots up, but not many being made except for Harrelson.
All right. I'm sure as much as possible, Coach Clay Norton told his team at halftime, Forest Hill, hey, let's not let the pace of the game get away from us. We're in a good position.
Well, let's take a look at the replay. Here's Kennedy inside. Nice soft touch to the hole there. He had a pretty good first half for Forest Hill, and we're ready to play. Both teams will go with their starters. And Provine, look at the defense they're running, Cheyenne. I mean, it's face-to-face, in your face.
Pressure man. They're going to do it the whole game.
Here's Stringer now, Andre Stringer. Shot for three on the way is good from Joshua Moore.
It's a good way to start the second half.
Sure does change things, doesn't it?
It does.
So now the Rams in business. Here's Pittsburgh, leans in, misses the shot, and the Rams will watch it go out of bounds. It'll be Forest Hill basketball. 30-26. Now, wouldn't this be something for the Rebels to come down and get a bucket right out at halftime?
You got to realize that when you play in Jackson Public Schools, when you face Lanier, when you play Murr and all the different teams, you have to grow up fast, and they're accustomed to this style of game.
All right, here's Stringer, and an offensive foul charge to Stringer.
I have to see that again. I was shielded out. I don't know if he pushed off.
Well, we had his back was to us. I didn't see where there were two Rams there, and it looked like he might have stumbled and went into him. Here are the Rams on the attack now. Harrelson. As they move the ball around, look for Harrelson to get his hands on it. Summers will turn around and take the shot. It will not go, and Partee on the rebound for the Forest Hill Rebels. Off to Stringer. Stringer got a nice pick. Stringer wanted the baseline, had it taken away. Back out to Bennett. Here's the shot from the baseline. From the free throw line is up, no good. And no foul call that goes out of bounds. Ball got away from the official and rolled all the way over to the other end of the floor. Just underway here in the third. We'll be selecting a Cellular South player of the game and a Cellular South play of the game later on before the ball game's over with. And we also have a Cellular South Scholar Athlete winner that we'll announce. on the floor between these two teams. Here's Harrelson again, misses that one, and the rebound taken down and away by Joshua Moore. He's played a pretty good ball game.
Oh yeah, his couple of trips down, Forest Hill has some good defensive stance.
Stringer will take the shot. It won't go. Rebound, Kennedy. Blocked. That's a goaltending. That ball was on the way down. Mississippi Public Broadcasting's coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament. As you see the shot put up, and there is the goaltending. It is made possible in part by Mississippi Department of Public Safety. Rams on the attack now, 30-28, a 2-point ball game.
And you know this pace began to favor Forest Hill.
Would you consider the Rebels the underdog in this game?
I would, even though they won the last game. Provine has been here so many times in their senior ball club.
Forest Hill's on a 13-5 run. Very quiet 13-5 run. Here's Pitchford. He won't take the shot. He backs it out. Gives to Thomas Funches. Pitchford now swings it in. Oh, what a nice pass. Shot put up. Nope. Foul called on the floor. That foul is going to be on Terrence Bennett. Let's take a look at it. There's the pass. Yeah, Bennett got him from behind. So the Rams will inbound it underneath their own goal, and they'll come out to Pitchford. Underneath, shot blocked by Partee. And did we get a technical here?
Yeah, I think it was for mouthing off.
Well, these officials are not going to let this game get out of hand. And Harrelson will go to the free throw line to shoot the technical. Partee picks it up. Harrelson free throw, good. He'll get another. Harrelson free throw, good. Just makes it look so easy. He's going to get two more.
No, he was not the shooter. I think 33 was the one that was fouled. But Harrison stayed in there. But if I'm not mistaken, Emery Kelly was the one that should be shooting these other two.
Well, the Rebels come over and complain. But Provine, Harrelson got it. And now the Rams will get the basketball.
Right. I don't know if Clay Norton picked up on that, but Emery Kelly was the one that got fouled. He should have shot two of those.
33-28, and how many times have we seen a game actually swing on a technical foul? Here's Harrelson on the baseline. Lost the ball, travel violation. So the Rebels will bring him back up. Good shot of Luther Riley there, the head coach of the Provine Rams. And here are the Forest Hill Rebels. And what do we have here?
And maybe still talking about those free throws.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to take those points off the scoreboard. You know, there's the official talking with a couple of the Rebels, and now we'll come over to the scorer's table. Maybe.
Yeah, as a veteran official, you're taught that whenever you call a foul, that get the number of the one that should be shooting the free throws.
Coming up tonight after the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament, be sure to check out Elvis Lives, the 25th anniversary. That's tonight on MPB, immediately following the conclusion of tonight's championship games. And by the way, if you want a copy of this ball game or any of the games, for your own DVD copy of this game, you can log on to mpbonline.org. There's the graphic. Thank you. Each individual game is available for $24.95. Order your copy now by logging on to mpbonline.org. And a big thanks to Mississippi Public Broadcasting for making those available. They didn't have that stuff when we were playing.
No.
Back when I was playing, they had to draw pictures.
Now, you have certain plays that call correctable errors, but I don't know if they could go back and correct that.
I've never seen them take points off a scoreboard, and that's what they're talking about. Luther Riley is saying, no, the points are on the scoreboard. Coach Clayton Norton is saying, no, wait a minute, those points don't belong on the scoreboard. But the problem is the ball went back into the hands and the play started.
Right, you can see Harrison and Kelly talking about it right out there on the court.
All right, let's remind everyone that the Mississippi Public Broadcasting will air live March the 20th at 7 p.m. The 2000 State Spelling Bee presented by the Clarion Ledger live on Mississippi Public Broadcasting. And you can test your skills. For more information, log on to mpbonline.org. And don't forget to catch the excitement of the Cellular South Bailey Howell Trophy presentation. That again live right here on MPB Monday, March the 26th at 7. See who will be selected as the state's best collegiate player. Live from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. For more information, log on to mpbonline.org. I can't believe this.
I thought it was Kelly, but I guess it was Stephon Smith.
This is the first. Here's the free throw. No.
And I'll tell you what was smart by Clayton Norton on that one also. This freezes Provine, which loves to run up and down the court.
Yep. Now he misses this. He does. Wow. So the point comes off.
If he made that 1 point, it should come off.
Well, we'll check with Brian Eubank on this. Does the point come off the scoreboard? So now Forest Hill, it is 31-28. Provine shot for three is good.
You see why Coach Norton took so much time.
He got the tie ball game. Boy, that's a great coaching move, isn't it?
Yes.
And a nice three ball by Terrence Bennett. Pitchford, nope, won't go. Rebound. And a foul called and an offensive foul.
That was good position by Terrell Kennedy, and of course, I'm sure he kind of used a little flop to go with it.
Here's the play, the shot by Pitchford. There is Kennedy going down, and that's the offensive charge. Here's Stringer now. Here's the three ball on the way, will not go. And a whistle and a one ball called foul, one called jump ball. It'll be a foul.
Foul on Forest Hill for 45, Terrell Kennedy.
Kennedy picks up his third.
That's not good. They can't afford for him to come out.
31 apiece with 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Provine with the basketball. Pitchford, top of the key, right side to Harrelson. He's been kind of quiet in his half. Underneath, high percentage shot, Stephon Smith.
May not can shoot the free throws, but he can dunk.
No question about that. Rebels on the other end now. Kennedy underneath, ball knocked away by Harrelson and saved by Pitchford. Pitchford, bounce pass, Summers to the glass for two.
You see how when the pace picks up, it favors Provine.
Yep, without a doubt. Here's Stringer now. Right past the Provine defense. In the corner, Joshua Moore's shot no good. And Stephon Smith with the rebound. There is a foul on Harrelson, against Harrelson. And Kennedy picks up his third foul, I think.
If this is fourth, he has to take him out.
That's his third, and watch him, he's going to cut under. He tries to draw the foul. Harrison goes down. So Scotty Harrelson will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
That's the disadvantage for Forest Hill, is that they do not have a lot of size and depth inside.
Well, there's a rarity. Harrelson misses a free throw. Partee checks back in now for Forest Hill. Harrelson at the free throw line for the Rams. This one on the way good. timeout on the floor as we take the replay of the high percentage shot by Stephon Smith. And we'll remind you your score, 36-31 Provine. We'll be back.
Good evening. At 9:17 this morning, the future arrived, years earlier than predicted. The future. What is it?
High-speed internet, faster downloads.
It's a video mail.
I mean, until the aliens get here, I'm happy with the, with the high def.
The future helps us better understand the past.
Documentaries on demand, so forth.
Welcome back to the Big House. Russ Robinson along with Cheyenne Trussell, and you're enjoying this one tonight on Mississippi Public Broadcasting all across the state. And what an advantage it is for people tonight to be sitting in their living rooms or wherever watching the very best in high school basketball thanks to Mississippi Public Broadcasting and Cellular South.
Yeah, Russ, we always said athletics is about building relationships, and this gives MHSAA an opportunity to be a relationship, continue to be a relationship with the state of Mississippi.
And you know what? If you're not a fan of basketball, if you sit down and watch these ball games, you will be. Here is the Forest Hill Rebels bringing it down now. They probably really need to get some kind of score here, Cheyenne, without letting this one get away. Here's the drive, the pull-up shot, won't go. Kennedy fights for the rebound. And a whistle and a foul on Harrelson, I believe. Boy, when that ball goes up, that's the second on Harrelson. When that ball goes up, it seems like there's about 40 pairs of arms that's going up with it.
You know, Provine shows you why they've been here 4 straight times, and of course Forest Hill is showing you why they are up and coming.
Inbounds pass to the Rebels. And Stringer will bring it out and set it up. Stringer gives left side. Here's the shot in the lane. It's up and no good, and an offensive foul going to be called on Joshua Moore. So they can't take advantage of what the Brands are giving them right now.
Exactly. And they get the good high percentage, but they still kind of rushing it just a little.
There's a good look at Joshua Moore. Let's take a look at the charge right there. Yeah, he just ran right into Pitchford there. Good call by the official. And Harrelson will now inbound a Pitchford, and Andres Pitchford will bring it up. Rams on the attack now with a little under 3 minutes to go in the third. Harrelson backs away, trying to go to Stephon Smith, but can't find him. Summers now top of the key. Pitchford in the lane underneath. Smith back out. Summers flips it over to Harrelson. His shot for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Forest Hill. Boy, good rebounding down low tonight by Terrence Bennett.
Right, they're limited now, at least this second half, to 1 shot for Provine.
But you've got to hit on the other end. And here's a 3 on the way. It will not go. And the rebound saved by Partee. Here's Stringer with the basketball for the Rebels now. Flips it right side.
A lot of standing around.
There's not much movement. And there's going to be a foul called. A blocking foul call. And Terrence Bennett will be the recipient. And on the replay, as you see there, that is Stephon Smith, his second foul. And here's the shot inside. Nope, won't go. Kennedy puts it up and won't go, in a foul call.
You know, early in the game, Forest Hill was getting very few points in the paint. I'm sure that stat has changed.
33, Emory Kelly.
Look at Kennedy trying to take it up in there, and it's knocked away, and he's fouled on the play.
You're a big guy, you play big right there in the middle.
At the free throw line, Terrell Kennedy. First one up, no good. Kennedy, before that shot, was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Checking in now for Provine will be Thomas Funches, packing the ball game. Second shot by Kennedy is good. Kennedy now 3 for 4 at the free throw line. And it's a 36-32 ball game, Provine.
You know they've collapsed back to that 2-3 zone.
Well, they wanted the Rams to shoot from outside, and Stephon Smith dumps it over to Summers. Now top of the key to Harrelson. Harrelson off to Summers. His shot for 3 won't go. Rebound, put back up and in by Funches. That's his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Terrell's playing kind of timid. He has those 3 fouls on him. I guess he didn't want to pick up his 4.
Bennett with the basketball for the Rebels. Bennett looking. Flips the ball left side to Joshua Moore. His 3 ball on the way is good. That's 3 threes for Joshua Moore tonight.
And just like that, right back in it.
Harrelson with the basketball. Right side it goes to Summers. Back to Harrelson on the baseline. He'll come top of the key with it. Harrelson lost it for a moment, got it back. On the drive on the baseline, comes all the way back outside to Pitchford. Pitchford leans in underneath. Stephon Smith for the bucket. That's good ball movement there.
Oh, good penetration, good bounce pass.
Stephon Smith with 6 points in the game. 40-35. Provine by 5. Forest Hills Stringer for 3. Off of the iron, no good. Funches on the rebound. Scramble for the basketball, and Provine comes down with it. Boy, a bucket here would be a dagger in the hearts of Forest Hill, wouldn't it?
It would be going into the 4th quarter.
Harrelson off to Pitchford. Pitchford in the lane. Smith there for 2.
He's breaking down the defense with the dribble and get the bounce pass.
An offensive foul going to be called at the quarter end. The quarter is over, and Stringer is going to pick up the offensive foul. 42-35. Provine leads it. Let's go to Kim Salter. Kim.
Thank you very much, Russ. I have the principal from Forest Hill, Mr. Norm Chappell, with me, and we were discussing a second ago. Now, fill me in a little bit again on the history here. The last time that you all won the championship was in
81. The 1981 team won the overall state championship last time that they had that. They're reviving that this year with the Grand Slam tournament up in Tupelo. So it's kind of an ironic situation for us to be back here this year.
And how's your team, how are your, I guess your whole school, the student body, how are they handling this excitement?
Very excited, very proud of our players and coaches. Forest Hill has a rich tradition for basketball, and we're just glad to be back in the big house this year.
I'll tell you what, Russ, that's a kind of interesting, like you said, irony there that was the last time and then tonight, so we'll see.
I'm telling you, thank you, Kim. And I want to remind everyone that MPB would like to thank Penn's Restaurant and Catering by George's, and Hamill's Home Cooking for their support of live coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament here on Mississippi Public Broadcasting. Forest Hill shooting 38% from the floor, Provine 44% from the floor. And turnovers, 8 for Forest Hill, only 4 turnovers for Provine.
And look at the bench points for Provine. Yeah. 10, Forest Hill 9.
That kind of tells the tale, doesn't it? Here's Pitchford driving in and hits it. Boy, Provine really tough on the blocks. Stringer with the basketball. Give to Joshua Moore. Moore lost it, gives to Kennedy. Right side to Stringer. Stringer had the ball knocked out of his hands, but retrieves. Just underway here in the 4th. Whistle. And a foul going to be called away from the basketball.
Foul
That's Stephon Smith's third foul. Fifth team foul on Provine. Inbounds pass for the Rebels. And the shot blocked, picked back up. Kennedy fighting for it. Rams come down with it. Summers, coast to coast, lays it up and in, and a foul call. Wow.
It's something you just cannot coach, athleticism.
And here comes a replay. No, that's not a design play right there. 46-35 Provine. And Demoria Summers will go to the free throw line for the possible three-point play. And a good look at him right there. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound, Forest Hill. And it's going to be Rebel basketball.
Provine is contesting not only every shot, almost every movement.
Every pass.
Yes. It's an important series down the court for Forest Hill.
Well, they've got 7 minutes to try to change their fortunes. Here's Stringer. Off the glass. Wow. Stringer with a leaner. And it's 46-37 Rams. Harrelson on the right wing. Picked up by Partee. Bunches. Inside it goes. Stephon Smith, and he is going to be held on the play, and that'll be the 10th team foul on Forest Hill. And Cheyenne, we still got 6:38 to go in the game.
And Provine is getting a lot of movement when they're on offense. With defense too, but especially when they're on offense.
Two-shot foul coming up to Stephon Smith because they're in the double bonus.
This was the young man that didn't really want to go to the line earlier.
Well, he's there now. Stephon Smith. He's 0 for 2 in this ball game. 0 for 3. Luther Riley says, why do you think we had Harrelson in there at the free throw line? Second shot. Rims out. So Stephon Smith had 2 free throws go awry, and that does give the Rebels a chance to get back in it. Bounce pass over on the left side. Kennedy, top of the key, wants to drive, dumps it off. Here's Stringer, backing away, gives to Kennedy. Kennedy on the drive, off the Stringer, and a foul call. That's going to be on Summers. That's his second. And the 6th team foul, so the next foul is going to put the Rebels at the free throw line. Stephon Smith comes out of the ball game. Thomas punches back in for the Rams of Provine. Ball tipped but saved by Joshua Moore. Moore shot for 3. Rims out. Kennedy rebound. Had it knocked out of his hands. Moore will take the shot this time from the free throw line and drop it in. Well, they're scratching and clawing their way back. And let's see if the Rams answer. 46-39 Rams. Pitchford saw the lane, dumps it off, shot put up, no, foul call. What it appears, Cheyenne, that every time down now the Rebels foul the Rams while they're taking a shot.
Yeah, and they're trying to get to the middle and try to draw a foul on Kennedy inside 45.
Oh, there's the foul right there. I'll tell you what, though, the Rebels are getting their money's worth on those fouls. 0 for 1 at the line for Summers, and now one better than that. 47-39, Provine leading. .5:45 to go in the ball game. 5A state championship. Here's the free throw. It's good. Here's the shot by Joshua Moore. And he's the one that's kept them in the ball game. Here's Moore on the other end. Puts up the shot. And a foul going to be called. I'd like to see that again, wouldn't you? Oh, man. Third foul on Thomas Funches. Man, he was up there. And 0 for 1 is Joshua Moore at the free throw line, now 0 for 2. He'll get another shot. A 6'2 junior, Joshua Moore, got that one. Ball almost got away from the Rams on the inbounds pass. Now, they could afford to work on some clock here, but is that their style?
They have it built into their offense, but it's not their style just to freeze it. Sometimes when you freeze the ball, you take your rhythm team out of rhythm.
Well, Pittsford, that's why Pittsford took it straight to the hole. I mean, they're not going to stand out there and say, come pick us up, are they?
No. Now, as far as Hill had this 8-point lead, you'll see him freezing the ball.
Let's take a look at the replay. Here's Pittsford going in. He's fouled right there. And he'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on Partee. That's his third. And in the double bonus, the free throw is good by Pittsford. He's 3 for 3 in the ball game. And his second shot, good. Luther Riley says, let's have a timeout here. Timeout on the floor, 50-40, a 10-point lead by Provine. We'll take a timeout and be back to the big house in a moment.
The dogs are red hot at Scottsfield. Ruby Hall had a ball. Friends you know hanging out at the depot. So step on into the mall. Step on into the mall.
For your own DVD copy of this game or any of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament games, log on to npbonline.org. Each game is available for $24.95, and you can order your copy now by logging on to npbonline.org, and you're going to want to do that. There's another fan enjoying this one. Obviously a Forest Hill fan with the red and blue pom-pom. Rebels, Kennedy will take the shot. No, won't go. Rebound, put back up and in. That is a big basket by Jasper Bronson, who slipped into the ball game. 50-42. Still within shouting distance are the Rebels. Rams with the basketball. Funches looking, whistle, and a 3-second violation charge to Stephon Smith.
A freshman mistake. He's a true freshman also.
He's a freshman?
He's a freshman.
Stephon Smith is a freshman.
Big young man.
Hate to see the 8th grade team. Here's the drive. And Brunson misses the shot. And they step out of bounds with it. I can't believe the talent level we've seen and the size of the 9th graders in this tournament this week.
It tells a lot about the talent, not only in the tournament, but in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah. Rebels, shot on the way. No, it won't go. Kennedy on the rebound. Kennedy. Joshua Moore for 3. Got it.
I tell you, he's been Mr. Consistent tonight.
5-point lead by the Rams. The pull-up shot is up and good by Summers. Here's Stringer now for the Rebels. A little shake and bake move. Puts it up off the glass. Won't get it, but he'll go to the free throw line. Summers picks up the foul. Yeah, he got him right as he let it go. That's his 4th foul. Pittsford will pick up the foul, and going to the free throw line will be Stringer. Hits it. He's not missed one tonight. Second one on the way. Good.
freshmen with all that poise.
Did we mention that there was a few freshmen on the floor? 52-47, and a whistle and an offensive foul charge to Pittsford, and that is all for Pittsford. He's out. Pittsford's done for the night. And Luther Riley doesn't like the call. Forrest Hill does. And taking his seat is Andre Pittsford.
It's kind of ironic because Pittsford played his first 3 years at Forest Hill.
Here's a shot for three. Won't go.
But that was a good block out by Kelly.
Emory Kelly with the rebound. Rams with the ball. 3:49 clock really now becoming a factor for the Rebels. And a timeout call by the Rams. The Rams call that timeout. And we'll take a timeout with them. 52-47 Provine. We'll be back.
Hey, Mom, every time I step on the court, I think of two great lessons that you taught me.
Oh, you mean never dribble with your head down and always look to pass first?
No, you taught me the importance of sportsmanship.
That's true. I've always said it's better to be a good sport than to be good at sports. What was the other lesson?
Mom always knows best.
That was the first lesson your father learned.
There's a kid who may be an engineer, a doctor. We should be working on what this kid can become. Anything he wants to become, but we have to show him how to become it. Now we understand.
America's favorite father visits Greenwood, Mississippi.
Bill Cosby, Family Call Out, an encore presentation, April 12th at 8 p.m. on MPB.
Be sure to catch coming up tonight after the MHSAA Cellular South Basketball Tournament. Check out Elvis Lives, the 25th anniversary. That's tonight on MPB immediately following the conclusion of tonight's championship game. This is the game for the 5A State Championship of Mississippi, and Provine leads it. Harrelson back in the ball game now, and a jump ball call. Possession arrow in the direction of Forest Hill. Harrelson had no help that time.
Whenever you hustle, generally good things happen.
So let's see. Emory Kelly will come out of the ball game. And checking into the game now for Provine will be Kenny Thomas. Forest Hill now with 3.5 minutes. And they're down 52-47. Kennedy with the basketball. Little spin move. Kennedy hangs, shoots off the glass. Won't go. Rebound. Put back up. Won't go. Rebound. Put back up. Blocked and a foul call. That foul is going to go to Stephon Smith, and that is his fourth. Here's Smith on block there, and that is a foul call. So going to the free throw line as the Rebels. First one on the way, in and out, no good. Mississippi Public Broadcasting's coverage of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament is made possible in part by Comcast. And at the free throw line, Jasper Bronson, 0 for 1. He'll get another shot here. Second one on the way. Good. 52-48, and very quietly, Forest Hill trying to scratch their way back into this one. Rams with the basketball. Look for Harrelson to get his hands on it. Harrelson underneath. Shot taken, good, and a foul call. Marcus Hooten. Let's look at the replay here. Nice pitch from Harrelson. Hooten there off the glass for two. And going to the free throw line will be Hooten. Free throw off of the iron, no good. Kennedy on the rebound. So here come the Rebels. Kennedy starts to drive, pulls up, takes the shot, won't go. It was really out of control.
Right, he thought he was going to be able to draw a foul.
Summers with the basketball. Summers on the drive, and that's going to be an offensive foul. That is the third on Summers.
If you coach Riley for Provine, you want Morris Summer to kind of slow it down. They're playing almost as though they're behind instead of taking time off the clock.
That's a good look there on that replay, as it was a charge. 2:46 to go in the championship game.
Provine is going to try a little full court pressure.
And the Rebels now will look at it and try to break it. Joshua Moore will do just that. Moore gives to Stringer. Stringer got a pick from Kennedy. Lost the ball, his balance for a moment, got it back. Here's Stringer in the paint, puts up the floater, got it. Stringer, what a performance by Andre Stringer. 4-point lead for the Rams. Here's Harrelson, leans in, misses the shot. Rebound. Rams. Coming up with it is Kendrick Taylor. Over to Summers. 2 minutes to go. Here's the pass to Harrelson. Ball knocked down by Kennedy. It's going to be Forest Hill basketball and a technical charge to Stephon Smith. I believe it's also the end of the ball game for Stephon Smith. Well, we've seen one game today turn totally on a technical foul. Will we see another? Stringer will go to the free throw line. He is 5 for 5 from the charity stripe. First one on the way. Good.
Just think about Russ. He'll be around for another 3 years in high school basketball.
That's hard to believe. Hard to believe. Second one. Good. He is 7 for 7 from the free throw line, and the Forest Hill Rebels are 2 points away from tying this game. And a timeout call by Luther Riley. Timeout on the floor called by Luther Riley and the Provine Rams. Let's send it over to Kim Salter with a special guest. Kim.
Wow, thank you very much, Russ. It's getting intense in here, but I wanted to take a quick moment before we go and thank Coca-Cola for their participation in this event. Randy Wade is the youth marketing manager for that area, and he's part of why this is happening. Thank you for that.
Well, we're proud to be sponsors of MHSAA, and we're real currently involved in academics and education, and we're all about maintaining healthy lifestyles for our young people.
Well, just about everywhere you look these days, if it has anything to do with high school athletics and education, Coca-Cola's involved. So thank you very much for making that happen.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, back to the game.
Thank you, Kim. Catch the excitement of the Cellular South Bailey Howell Trophy presentation live right here at MPB Monday, March the 26th at 7 p.m. See who will be selected as the state's best collegiate basketball player live from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. For more information, log on to mpbonline.org. And at the end of this game, Cheyenne will be selecting a Cellular South player of the game and a Cellular South play of the game. Oh, boy, that's going to be a toughie. We don't know who's going to win this game right now.
Exactly. On Provine, you got Scotty Harrelson, DeMar Summers, and then on Forest Hill, of course, you got Stringer and as well as Joshua Moore. So
I would think Forest Hill Stringer kind of comes to mind. He's played really an unbelievable ball game. Here's Stringer with a basketball. Starts to drive, backs in. Lost the ball and had it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Provine basketball.
Yeah, occasionally he just getting just a little out of control.
So the inbounds pass comes to Summers. He would be a candidate for the player of the game. Bounce pass over to Harrelson. Harrelson was hot in the first half, but has cooled down some here in the second half.
You better watch that 5-second count.
Partey staying with him. Nice call, Cheyenne Trussell. Nice call.
Most time, a guard, you know that count is running. and either you'll go ahead and go on around him, at least make a fake and back up. But as long as he's within that 6 feet cushion, that count goes on.
All right, Luther Riley and the Provine Rams want to talk about it with your score 54-52 Provine. We want to remind everyone on how to get your DVD copy of this game. You can log on to mpbonline.org, and for just $24.95, you can order your copy now of any MHSAA Cellular South Basketball Championship ball game. $24.95, it's yours, and there it is right there, mpbonline.org. Don't forget, coming up after this ball game, after the MHSAA Cellular South State basketball game, be sure to check out Elvis Lives, the 25th anniversary. That's tonight on MPB, immediately following the conclusion of tonight's championship game. 1:22 and counting in the ball game. 2-point lead for the Rams. Rebels with the ball. Kennedy backs in, and the ball goes up and over the goal. It'll be Ram basketball.
Just kind of lost control of it.
Well, he only had 8 Rams hanging on his arms when he went up. They knew he was going to try to take it strong, and they were there. Here's Harrelson. Picked up by Partee. Summers. Hangs, shoots, scores. And a blocking foul on Summers.
And you're sending Mr. Automatic Stringer to the line.
That's 4 on Summers. Yeah, that is, you're just sending the wrong man to the free throw line if you're the Rams. 58 seconds to go. Let's take a look at it. Summers just kind of hangs and lays it up in there with a floater, and it's good. And on the other end now, Stringer is 7 for 7 and now 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Does he ever miss?
Taking in the court still, 23,
Jasper Bronson checks in for the Rebels. Partee will come out. And Stringer will get yet another free throw. And missed it.
You jinxed it.
Sorry about that. 56-53. Rams with the basketball.
They could let probably another 5 second go.
Nah, whoa, what a play, Summers. Summers right down the middle. Here's Moore, shot no good. Brunson had the ball lost,
got a foul.
Up. Harrelson gonna be knocked the ball from behind. Rebels with the ball underneath, shot no good, and a foul call. Boy, the action fast and furious. Summers has just fouled out of the ball game. Summers has fouled out. And let's take a look at it. He got 24 points in the ball game, and he is out of the game. At the free throw line, Terrence Bennett. I wouldn't go anywhere. This thing
it's not over. After the basket, they're going to try to get a quick steal. If not, they're going to put someone on the free throw line because they have to come up with a foul.
58-53. Rebels. And they're now going to take Summer out. I wonder what took so long.
Well, you actually get 30 seconds to make a decision, and if you Forest Hill, you picking out who you want to foul.
Yeah. So now Summers fouls out of the ball game. Stephon Smith fouled out earlier. That's 3 that have fouled out for Provine.
Don't be surprised to get a timeout after the basket.
Here's the free throw. It's good by Terrence Bennett. That's his first free throw of the night. 58-54. Rebels trying to get back in it, and the free throw missed. Punches on the rebound. Punches, gets rid of it.
You have to foul. You don't have a choice at this stage.
Rams struggle with the basketball, jump ball, and it'll be Provine basketball. Luther Riley not very happy with Scotty Harrelson. Timeout called by Forest Hill with 14 seconds left to go in the game. Don't forget, we'll be selecting our Cellular South player and play of the game.
Russ, we talk so much about the head coaches and the preparation, but the head coaches, to tell you quick, they have a great support staff. For Forest Hill, the assistant Robert Stewart has done a great job with him. Of course, for Luther Riley, his assistant Chris Reed, Pat Kelly, and Jennifer Lewis, the academic coach.
Hey, catch the excitement of the Cellular South Bailey Howell Trophy presentation live right here on MPB Monday, March the 26th at 7 p.m. See who'll be selected as the state's best collegiate college player. Live from Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. For more information, log on to mpbonline.org.
Well, Russ, it's been a good 3 days.
Yes, it has. It always is. Dr. Proctor and the folks of the MHSAA do a great job of putting this tournament together. MPB brings it alive here in the last week. And Cellular South made it all happen. Provine takes a timeout. Be sure to join Mississippi Public Broadcasting live Tuesday, March the 20th at 7 p.m. for the competition on the scholastic level. Watch the 2007 State Spelling Bee presented by the Clarion Ledger live on Mississippi Public Broadcasting and test your skills. More information, log on to mpbonline.org. And I want to encourage all the folks out there watching tonight and have watched all week to become a member of Mississippi Public Broadcasting. This is a great organization that represents our state.
Watch this play right here. They're trying to lure them to sleep because their basket is down on this end.
Well, here's the inbounds pass, and does it go out of bounds? It's Forest Hill basketball. So the Rebels now with 11 seconds to go. Joshua Moore pulls up for three, won't go. Rebound, Kennedy won't go, and a foul call with 4 seconds to go.
I'd like to take the time to say hello to my mom and dad, Hazel and Cleveland, Collinsville, Mississippi.
Watching tonight, I'm sure.
We're watching, of course, and the administration and staff thankful to Hattiesburg for allowing me to come up for these 3 days.
I thank Hattiesburg for that. 4 fouls on Thomas Funches. Free throw up, no good. And the Rebels call a timeout. They call a timeout to talk about what they're going to do. And we want to remind everyone to watch MPB for an encore presentation of Bill Cosby, Family Call-Out Session, Thursday, April the 12th at 8 p.m. Tape before a live audience in the Delta. Cosby addresses the challenges facing today's African-American families. For more information, log on to mpbonline.org. Personal thanks here from us to Daryl Moses, Rick Klein, all the folks in the truck. They've just done an outstanding job. Glenn Roy on the stats. Everybody. I mean, the camera angles have been second to none.
It's been perfect.
Gene Edwards, the host. What a job he does for MPB.
And the catering. The food.
Oh, the food was excellent. Free throw missed. And Provine comes down with a rebound. Been thanking them all week. We'll walk down and shoot free throws.
Well, 3 out of the 4 years, it looked like Provine is going to be state champions, 5-8.
Wonder if it ever gets old.
No, these coaches and competitors. I asked the same for Coach Phillips, and as soon as the season over, they can get right back preparing for next year.
Going to the free throw line will be Darren Bass. Check that. Will be Emory Kelly. Emory Kelly at the free throw line. Missed it. With 1.4. This should pretty much do it after this shot. Free throw is good. That's it. Ball game over. Provine does it again. Provine is your 5A state champion again.
Well, I tell you, this started long before the actual season ever started. It's a lot of preparation, a lot of conditioning, a lot of weightlifting that goes into this. And I tell you, both teams are very well prepared tonight.
All right, we're going to have our Cellular South player of the game. And let's go, well, Kim's over there going to get a word with Luther Riley. And let's send it over now to Kim Salter. Kim.
Thank you very much, Russ. I tell you what, Coach Riley, I know you're used to being here, and this is a great feeling, but what makes tonight a little bit different?
Well, first of all, let me give all praise and glory to God. Thank God for everything. But, you know, we've been through so much controversy this year, and to come out like this, you know, it's all worth it.
You know, you're going to have a chance to go up and play in that Grand Slam. As a coach, you've not had that opportunity. Are you excited about that?
Oh, very excited, very excited. You know, anytime you get a chance to prove that you're the best team in the state, I mean, that's a great deal.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've proven that you're the best team in the 5A division no matter what, so you've taken that home.
We got 4 more divisions, though, so we got it. That's right. So, but the guys played hard, and this win was for all of our fans and the principal, Mr. Red, who gives us so much support, and the cheerleader sponsors and everybody, the whole family from Provine. This win was for them.
Great game, and congratulations on your victory. Thank you. Russ?
Thank you, Kim. And your final score of 59-54. Provine wins it. They are your 5A state champion. And our player of that game coming up for the Cellular South player of the game is going to be number 22, Demorius Summers. Demorius Summers, the player of the game, and he's getting his trophy there and getting a hug from his teammates. What a game he played. Summers with 24 points, and he is our Cellular South player of the game, Demorius Summers from Provine. And while he is being congratulated, we will find the play of the game, the Cellular South play of the game. And by the way, while they're doing that, let's go to the play of the game now for Cellular South. This play defines the player, and here it is. Summers on the dead run, leaning in. Boy, what a shot, and a great camera shot by the crew here from MPB. And by the way, congratulations, our Cellular South Scholar Athlete winner is Jonathan Lewis from Provine. Well, we certainly hope that you've enjoyed all the action live of the telecast of the MHSAA Cellular South State Basketball Tournament. Stay tuned to MPB for Elvis Lives, the 25th anniversary, immediately following the conclusion of the MHSAA 5A High School Basketball Championship game. There's our scholar athlete, Jonathan Lewis from Provine. And Provine is the 5A state champion again. Congratulations to the Rams. But I get the feeling that Forest Hill is going to be back. And right now, Kim Salter has our player of the game. Kim.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you very much. I tell you what, this has been a very exciting game, and I know this is a thrilling moment to be player of the game. Can you tell us a little bit about what this means as a senior?
It really means that, you know, if I'm just capable of what I'm doing, then maybe I could just be successful and do what I got to do.
How about the guys that you're going to be leaving behind? What kind of advice are you giving them for the next year?
The advice that I'm giving them is just stay hungry, play D, stay in school, and just do your work, and it'll take care of itself.
Well, congratulations on your success tonight and on your big win. Thank you, Russ.
Thank you, Kim. And our Cellular South player of the game is Demorius Summers. Had an outstanding game, and the Provine Rams win it by a score of 59-54. And a lot of excitement on that, as there's Dr. Ennis Proctor congratulating the Rams and getting their Cellular South medallion for being #1. But again, I think the Rebels are going to be around for a couple of years.
Oh, they'll be around, and I'm sure they made the community proud.
Let's take a look at the stats now of the ball game. They're getting those ready in the truck.
Well, I tell you, Hal Luft, the athletic director, is extremely proud to have both of his teams here, along with Dr. Earl Watkins, superintendent for schools.
Forest Hill over on the left side over there watching this celebration. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, and they're taking it all in, and they're there for a reason. They know what it feels like to get here. They know the hurt. They'll be back in the gym soon.
Boy, both coaches did a great job tonight, and you can see, there it is, the gold ball. It's headed back to Provine. Kind of has a permanent home over there, doesn't it?
It does.
So your final score, 59-54. Provine, the winner tonight of the 5A state championship. A big, big thanks to Cellular South for making this happen, along with MPB. I'm Russ Robinson for Cheyenne Trussell and all the folks at Mississippi Public Broadcasting. So long from the Big House. See you next year.
Road to the Big House. Mississippi Public Broadcasting and the Mississippi High School Activities Association present the MHSAA Cellular South Basketball Championships, sponsored by Cellular South.